Stay on your phone. You stay right here.
Alright.
Is this live?
Hi.
Hi.
I'm here with John Rodriguez and Penny, who's gonna squeak the entire time. We're gonna do a short review on Breakthrough Clean.
Wait.
Alright, so tell me about Breakthrough Clean.
Well, Breakthrough Clean
Very
is
basics.
well, very basic. It's eco-friendly, 100%. You can touch it, you can play with it. It's not gonna harm. It's odorless, as you can see. We're inside. Have some in the ultrasonic cleaner. Have some in the bottle. No smell. Works really well on removing carbon, which we're gonna put a test to it. I got a few of the bolts from my AR and the bolt from my Versamax that are pretty nasty.
How many rounds did you put through those?
If I remember correctly, between Big 3 and all the other stuff that we've done, the AR had, I'm gonna say, over 5,000, and the Versamax was around 900 with no cleaning.
Alright, so we're gonna stick this in some solvent and see how that goes.
Alright, so AP Customs bolt. You can see it's pretty dirty. Show you pretty up close.
I highly doubt that that's gonna show up on there because you're gonna change the focus.
Okay, well, anyhow.
So we'll take a video of the
So
wait. We'll take a video of the thing up close real quick,
okay,
and then you can stick it in there. Alright, so we're gonna run through some of the bolts we got here and some of the parts, see how nasty they are. Full of freedom. Alright, go ahead.
Alright, so we're gonna dump that in here. We're also gonna dump the bolt. As you can see, it's actually pretty dirty, pretty gummed up. I'm gonna dump that in there. Firing pin, the extractor pin, cam pin, and the cotter pin that retains everything together. We'll do that batch first, and then we'll do those 480-second cycles. So we're going to do a couple of 480-second cycles, and here we go. As you can see on the bolt carrier group, you can see some of the carbon starting to get lifted up. You don't have to use an ultrasonic cleaner for this. We're just doing that so you can see it, but you can definitely just spray the bolt carrier group down, and it'll wipe right off in a few minutes. But this is all baked on stuff that's been on there for a lot of rounds, so it's going to take quite a bit for it to get cleaned. So we'll just leave it in there. Oh, and if you use it for ultrasonic cleaning, do not turn on the heat on the ultrasonic, because it will evaporate the solvent, and basically you'll be losing solvent.
That looks pretty good. See how it comes out. This has some carbon baked on shit on it.
Alright, so now we're gonna put some parts of the bolt carrier group from the Versamax in here.
Yeah, so that's the bolt carrier group, bolts, firing pin, some of the cotter pins, retaining pins, and I forgot what this is called, but it's basically the back part that goes into the back of the shotgun. And then we're gonna have the 2 pistons for the gas system in there, and the 2 pistons, basically wall that retains the screw.
So Breakthrough is good for all firearms?
Yes, all firearms.
And it's non-flammable, right?
Yes, it's basically it has a 150-degree flash point, so basically it's considered non-flammable due to those standards. And people don't realize how much oil on your slide. So break breakthrough does this thing where it dries everything up when it evaporates. So if you were to spray it on like a slide or a bulk hair group and just leave it to air dry, it'll have like this white chalky feel. And basically all it is that it basically pulled all the oil out of the surface.
Don't mind me.
Are you recording me?
Yes.
Okay. So basically, yeah, that's we've had some people pretty much, like, whoa, what is this? Like, just put a little bit of oil and it'll be fine. So I'm letting my bulk hair group air dry, and you'll see that once it completely evaporates, it'll be 100% like, it'll look like chalky, but then once you just reapply some oil,
Alright, I'm giving you my baby. Don't hurt it.
Okay, so basically I'm just gonna spray a little bit of breakthrough, and then just rub it in, and then we'll just let it just sit there and air dry. And in like 20 minutes or so, you'll see that it'll start to have like this white chalky thing. Big mag wells are good for something.
What's the grease for?
What grease? Oh, the grease is basically some firearms, 1911s, 8Ks and stuff, like the grease over the oils for some reason. I usually run the oil on everything. I haven't really ran the grease that often, but all the AK guys and stuff that we've given it to really enjoy it. So pretty much it's everything from Breakthrough is 100% eco-friendly, non-toxic. So you don't have to worry about cleaning your guns with your kids. It's definitely don't have to worry about birth defects that's on certain bottles of cleaners and stuff that I have laying around from over the years. There's one that says cause birth defects. So it's nice to know that I can get my hand in there, and the only thing that happens is you can see is this white chalkiness, and that's just because it's drying up, really just taking all the oil out of my hand.
The camera doesn't like your silly games. Okay. So go wipe it off.
Okay, so basically,
Just had a lot of baked on carbon. There's a lot of stuff coming off. You can see the bottom. It's a little bit new. I mean, this is used, it wasn't on as long as I normally keep it on for. I normally do 3 cycles.
but that's pretty good.
I did. While we're here, we're gonna do some shout outs to whatever companies you want to promote. Really?
Well, I really want to thank Breakthrough, of course, Hex Mag, Lalo Tactical, or Lalo, sorry, S3S Solutions. They've been a very far. I run their guns, and I love their barrels and their pistol that they made for me. SAI Guns, Security International, for supplying me with all the ammo for matches for my rifles and my shotguns. Oak Island Ammunition for all the pistol rounds that pretty much I run, and they've really improved my my game when it comes to shooting pistols. Hilux for willing to work with me, and we're gonna create some amazing optics coming out this year for 2016. Of course, Russell from AWA Guns. He's the one that does all my gunsmithing, everything. If I break something, which is on a daily basis,
Or if I break something for you.
exactly, and I can't figure it out, he always figures it out. And that's pretty much all the companies that I believe. If I left someone out, I'm sorry. She put me on the spot. This is not something. This is a one take type deal. We're not doing multiple takes that I can think of. Oh, I'm sorry. And Micro MOA, they provide me with the barrels and gas blocks, which are in my opinion, one of the best gas blocks on the market, because you can pretty much know how much gas you're reducing because you get to pre-drill the hole size, and depending on the hole size, you can know how much gas you cut back. You know, a lot of us in the competition world are always using light carrier bolt groups, and there's a bunch of them out there. But which one do you know is the best, or which one you can run less gas reliably? A lot of people don't know because there's just a screw, and you basically start undoing the screw until the mag, you know, until the bolt walks back on the mag. With the micro moist stuff, I'm able to pretty much say that with this bolt I can run, you know, 300 thousandths or 400 thousandths less gas reliably than with any other bolt. So when you're building, if you have the bolts in hand, you can pretty much tune to it. Santan Tactical pretty much sent me one of their receiver sets. I truly love them. Me being left-handed and never having a true ambi lower, you know, always got used to running right-handed guns, and being able to do mag changes with the way I'm supposed to, it's just amazing. So shout out to them for giving me all the products that they do and all the support that they all hand me. There's some new people I'd like to thank that are going to be coming on board next year, hopefully.
Where'd you meet these new people?
Big Three. ZQI Ammo. You know, Chase and Andy and Mike have always been really good guys. So I really wanna. I talked to Andy yesterday. It seemed like positive. So maybe for 2016. Might be using their ammo, but guys, regardless of whether they pick me up or not, their ammo is good stuff. Tim from the Military Arms channel did a review on their factory. If you haven't seen that video, look it up. It's just me being a reloader and knowing, you know, what it takes to make rounds, to see what they do in-house, from everything from making their own brass to bullets, all in-house. It's pretty amazing. So that's a pretty awesome company. I would definitely buy their ammo if you find them. Yeah, I think we're about ready for that shotgun bolt to come out in a couple seconds. So the breakthrough's basically turned completely black. A lot of the questions that I get when it comes to ultrasonic cleaning is, well, how many uses can I get out of the solvent until I have to change it? Well, the solvent, pretty much the carbon in a few days is going to settle, and the liquid will come 100% back to its original clarity of clear. But of course, once you turn on the machine again, you know, with the vibration and stuff.
Well, I've been using Breakthrough thanks to you for a couple months now, and I love it because I don't know if anyone cares, but when you have this stuff all over your weapon and you're firing it and it's coming out of the sides, it's not affecting my grip at all because
yeah, the
it's basically like water. It feels like water. It doesn't have the consistency of oil at all, so it's not hurting my shooting in any way, which is the first and only that I've ever had with that.
Yeah, when they tell me what do you feel?
Nothing.
You don't feel the warmth, the heat?
I thought you weren't supposed to have heat in that.
It's not, but the vibration heats up the solvent and causes it. So if you were to add the heat on, then it would be even worse. So yeah, the solvent's actually pretty warm because of the vibration and the friction of everything. But as you can see, everything is cleaned and ready to go. Like now you can start seeing that my bolt is starting to dry. You're starting to see that white chalkiness thing I was telling you about.
Let's see if we can see the white chalkiness. Come here. Take this.
Alright, hold on. Let me grab my hands. Okay.
Back.
You can see it on the back and stuff.
Okay, so now it went from pretty black to kind of gray.
Okay, so do you see that? Mm-hmm. That basically, if you touch that, there's literally no oil whatsoever on there. It literally just removed all the, add some lube to it again, it'll take its original shape. As you can see, there's quite a few chalky spots. That just means that all the oil from there is removed. Mind you that Breakthrough has two parts. It's not a CLP, it's not a cleaner and a lubricant together. If you just use this and put it back in the gun, you basically took everything. It's basically, this is degreasing the whole the whole bolt carrier group. This is degreasing the whole bolt carrier group. So if you don't apply some type of lubricant, you basically have zero protection. Okay, I'm gonna put my whole trigger assembly for my Remington Versamax. I'm gonna put the whole trigger assembly in the ultrasonic cleaner just to get all the gunk and stuff out of there. I haven't done it in a really long time, so I'm just gonna throw that in there.
Alright, well, I think that's enough of that for today. So, Breakthrough, 10% off, breakthroughclean.com, BOLO10, promo code. And hope to see you guys at either the Atlanta 3 gun?
Atlanta 3 gun? Yeah.
Or the Monster Match!
Yeah.
I'm going to be running around in a dress trying not to fall on my face. Yeah. Okay, bye!